Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Stella. So I finally all moved into my new flat in London. So this is kind of the new setup. I think during the video I kind of messed around with the lights a bit, and to be honest I'm still not quite happy. So I'm figuring out the lighting a little bit, but yeah, if you guys have any feedback, please let me know. Anyway, we're coming to the end of Pride Month and I wanted to do a look for Pride. So I thought what better time than to finally test the James Charles X Morphe palette and brushes. So I've actually had them sitting here for quite a while, but I've never actually used the palette. So this is a full first impressions. I've never used any of these shades before. And I was really looking forward to it because I've heard so many good things about it, and I thought this would just be the perfect palette to use for this look because it has so many colorful shades in it. This is actually what the palette looks like on the inside. I know I'm a bit late to the game, so I'm not really going to do any swatches or anything like that. Like, there's so many videos on this palette. I just wanted to show like my take on it and just give my opinions on it basically, but I will show you the inside. And yeah, I just think the color range is so great. There's so many neutrals in there, so you don't have to go colorful. Obviously for this look I didn't use any of them. This video is going to focus on the actual eye look just because that's what I'm testing the palette in this video. But if you are interested in what foundation I'm wearing in this video, I'm actually going to release a separate video on it next Sunday because I'm actually testing another foundation for this video. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But if you want to see how I created this eye look inspired by Pride and using the James Charles X Morphe palette, then please keep watching. Okay, before I go in with the eyes, I'm actually gonna try out the contour brush because it does come with the eye brush set, which, you know, he made specifically for the nose contour. So I haven't actually contoured my nose yet. I'll just go in with the bronzer. That was super easy to use, and yeah, I think it blends it out really well. It's quite nice having a dedicated brush for your nose. Usually I just use the side of my bronzer brush. I'm not that particular about it being super defined. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my eyes. The first thing I'm going to do is prime, and I'm going to use the P. Louise base in 0.5. So this is going to be a super colorful look, and I'm going to go in on this eye with, I think, more of like a yellow orangey red vibe, and on the other side with more of a green blue vibe. So yeah, I'm just going to see what happens. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush and take this red here, which is called, it's like a sheet. You're kidding. There is quite a bit of fallout on that shade already, straight off the back. I'm just gonna go straight in. Well, the fallout is explained. The palette is really pigmented. I'm trying to stamp on the color more rather than straight away blending, just to try and get it to be as pigmented as possible. Okay, next up I'm going to go in with the hot pink that's just down the bottom here, and I'm just going to use that for the center. I'm so impressed with the pigment in this palette. I mean, that shade is just, look at how bright that is. Okay, and then finally I am going to go in with the orange up here. Okay, I just want to deepen the outside of my eye, so I'm gonna go in with this purple shade down the bottom. Okay, so before I go ahead and cut the crease and finish off this eye, I'm gonna go in with this side now. And my crease shade on this side is going to be this bright blue here. Okay, now that I've got the first of the blue sort of laid down, so I'm going to use this bright green right down here in the corner. And then last but not least, we're going to finish off the center with the yellow. Okay, then same as on the other side, I'm going to deepen the crease on this side, and I'm going to be using this kind of I would say teal blue that's down here. Okay, even though I originally got like quite a bit of kickback inside the pan, actually on my face there's like no fallout, which I'm pretty happy with because I already put on my base. So I'm gonna cut the crease now, and for that I'm gonna use the P. Louise base with Mima Mitchell, the canvas one. Okay, and then just to tie in the two eyes a bit more, I'm gonna actually use like a purpley color, like shimmery color on this side, and like a teal one on this side. And the ones I'm gonna go in with is this purple one here and the teal one here. So I'm gonna try them without spraying them with water first and just see how it looks. It's quite subtle, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of water. Wow, yeah, that payoff is much better now. And then on the other side, I'm also gonna try it without spraying the color first. Just because of how bright the color is, I think I'm actually going to use like a darker blue for the outsides. I'm going to use the shade Cape Cod, which is also a teal, it's just slightly darker. Okay, I definitely prefer the shimmers with them like being sprayed with water, otherwise the payoff isn't that great, but with the water the payoff is really good. Okay, now moving on to the bottom lash line. So I'm going to go with the same three colors I used at the top, just underneath now. Okay, and that's the finished look with the eyes. I'm actually really happy with how it turned out. It is super colorful, so I get that it's not for everyone, but it is Pride. I'm actually going to go in with liner that I've also never used before, and I'm going to use the Benefit eyeliner. I think it's roller liner. It's like the matching one to the mascara. I've actually never tried the mascara either. But yeah, I'm just gonna apply this and apply some lashes, which I've also never worn before. It's the Tatti lashes in TL24. So we'll see how they look, and yeah, and then I'll be back. Okay, so before I give you guys my final thoughts on the palette and the brushes, I am actually going to use the palette to blush and to highlight still. I'm gonna go in with this shade up here, which is called Rust, as my blush, and this shade here as my highlighter. And I'm gonna use it everywhere, like inner corners, cheekbones, nose, everywhere. So this is the final look. I hope you like it. I think it turned out really nicely. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, I'm not going to lie. So for me, I'm quite happy with it. I think it turned out quite well. My final thoughts on the palette are that it's super, super pigmented. So if you're looking for pigmented shades, it's great. There are a lot of really wearable shades in this palette too. I just didn't use them during this tutorial. So I think it's a good all-rounder if you also are looking for neutral shades as well as something bold every now and again. There is quite a bit of kickback with some of the shades in the palette, especially like the reds and the oranges and things, which is normal for those types of shades, but I just wanted to mention it. But as you've seen when I applied it, there was hardly any fallout on my face, so I can't really complain. With the shimmers, they are really nice, but I think they work a little bit better with water, either if they're activated with water, or something else you could try is using glitter glue underneath. I didn't do that here, but that's also an option. But overall, I think the shadows apply really nicely. I also think they worked really well for the blush part and the highlighter. So yeah, really happy with that. The brushes, I mean, most of them were Morphe brushes. They weren't like specifically ones that James Charles designed. I really love Morphe brushes. I own quite a lot of them already. So for me, it wasn't really like anything new, but I love them, and I do love this set too. I think it's really good value for money, the amount of brushes you get in it. So if you're just looking for like a starter kit for your eyes, I think it's great. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please like or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.